Hey guys, Clumzzy here, and in this video I will show you exactly how to VOD review and learn from your weaknesses so that you can improve on them. Consider using creator code Clumzzy in the Fortnite item shop if this video helps you out, and don't forget to subscribe. Here's how I'm doing this video. First, I will break down every aspect of Fortnite into groups. Then I'll give you some tips and look fors for when you're VOD reviewing. Then I will show you my arena fights where I died. I will VOD review it so you can get an example of how it's done. Let's break down every mechanical aspect. On the screen right here, aim and crosshair placement, piece control and edits, face tricks and retakes, peak shots and movement, building and game sense. Now what you want to do is take a look at each of these parts and identify which is the weakest. Now it's not going to be that simple for everyone. You could probably think of a couple things you're weak at, but for the true improvement, you need to be VOD reviewing. And how do you do that? Well, let's find out. The first thing I want to say is that VOD reviewing isn't as bad as it seems. Most people will be like, well, I don't want to do homework to improve in Fortnite. I just want to play. I want to get better through playing. I don't have the time. VOD reviewing isn't that hard, and it isn't that time consuming once you know how to do it and once you've done it multiple times. It's actually really easy, and after this video you will realize how simple it is. For me, maximum 3-4 minutes and I'm done checking the footage. I will give you a full guide in this video, so it won't be really that difficult or boring. Also, if you're serious and you truly want to get better, taking just a couple of minutes after a loss isn't that big of a deal and it will benefit you a lot. Secondly, make sure you're recording your gameplay. If you don't have any recording softwares, I have a video on my channel. There are many options out there. OBS Studio, which is what I'm using for this video, Outplayed Overwolf, Metal TV. Which one should you use depends on how good your PC is. If you have a poor PC, then I will recommend just turning on record replays in the Fortnite settings. This is also good because if you play duos or trios, you can get the POV of your teammates as well, which you can't do in a recording. There are 3 steps to improving with VOD reviewing. Step number 1 is just watching your death back, assessing the situation, seeing what went wrong and how you died. Step 2 is practicing your weak points in creative. So let's say your aim gets you killed most of the time. You realize that you miss too many shots, which then results in you losing the fight. Then you will go into creative and work on your aim, your tracking, flicking, and all that stuff. And step 3, implementing whatever you learned or what you practiced in the real game. Now obviously with the example I used aim, that will just happen naturally. But let's say you worked on your piece control because that was your weakness. Now you're going to try and control the fight in arena. Look for ways to piece control your opponent so you can end the fight quickly. There are also 3 parts to a Fortnite match: early game, mid game, and end game. If you die in the early game, here are the questions you should be asking yourself. Was my drop bad? If so, focus on mastering your drop. If the opponent's drop was better, look what they did. Having a good drop is the first ever step in Fortnite. It's literally the beginning of the match, and knowing exactly how to land in your spot will give you the upper hand. Let's say you did get a good landing. What about the positioning? Did you land in the middle of the location and get pinched? Were you where exactly did you land, and was that the reason you died? And for the mid game, here are the questions you should be asking yourself. In this point of the match, it's all about rotations and your positioning. When I engaged in the fight, did I have the advantage or did I take a fight I shouldn't have taken? In the mid game, if you don't end fights quick, you will get third partied. So, did you rotate properly? Or did you rotate through hot spots on the map such as tilted, then found yourself in a bad fight at a bad spot? Could you have avoided certain fights, certain engagements, or taken a different path? If you find yourself in a long fight during the mid game, disengage if you can't end it. Third parties will always come and they will be quick, especially if the fight lasts too long. And finally, in the late game, you need movement. This could be a car or certain items like peppers. Ask yourself these questions. Did you rotate too late? Did you stay ahead of zone? Did you have any sort of mobility, launchpad, peppers, vehicles? It's always important to have at least one of these things. If you died because you got lobby focused, how could you have avoided their line of sight? Or what got you in that position in the first place? And if you ran out of mats, look back. Were you using your mats wisely? Did you go into late game with good amount of loots and good amount of mats to win the game? Ask yourself these questions and figure out what went wrong. Now, I have taken some of my fights, and just like I went over my fights in the fighting guide I made a month ago, I will do the same thing, but this time it will be my death. And together, we can see my weaknesses, and I can learn as well as teach you the key to improving in Fortnite and how to improve quickly. In this first clip, I full pushed hard this player that I had been fighting for a while, not knowing I couldn't build walls in certain areas of this house. That's an awareness mistake. Not being aware of these small ledges cost me to almost die to this player because I couldn't place a wall, which then led to me taking a lot of damage. As you can see, I tried to edit a wall that wasn't even mine because I am panicking. I got really lucky on this player. He ran out of bullets right as he shot my ramp, so then I was able to finish him off. But then earlier in this game, a part that I didn't show was that there was a third party, but I also had no clue on where he was during this time. I knew there was someone else and I should have changed positions, got out of the house and boxed up or just left quickly, because staying in the house to heal right here was so dumb, so dumb. I know I can't build a wall. I tried to just moments ago and I took a lot of damage, yet I didn't even learn, and then that's what caused me to die. I should have got out of that house. Now this next clip, this was actually very unlucky or just strange. There was two people in this fight, and as you can see, this player right here is stuck in between both of us. I edit and steal the kill, but this guy comes in so quick, rolling in with the SMG. I didn't have time to reset the wall before he could get in. I panicked and I couldn't even edit the cone, and then I just die. Now let's look back again. I knew there was two people, and with the SMG meta, you need to be expecting people to jump in your box. I shouldn't have edited the wall fully opened, because if I did do a window edit to the right, then shot him, the player who was like to the left, right, would instantly be looking at this player that I just killed, because there's no opening to enter my box. If he tried to spray in, at least I would have had the time to hold the wall and get out of the position and maybe win the fight. Now, these next three clips are perfect proof of bad drops. Not having a good drop is literally the worst because the game is over before it even starts. I land, I get no shields, I'm running around looking for loot, I don't have much, and then someone with the combat SMG lasers me to death. Take a look at these two clips. It shows the importance of knowing your drop. Also, don't land tilted. I was being stupid here. Tilted is a lot of luck and third parties. But to be fair, my drop sucked and I made very bad decisions, which then led to my death. Now this next clip is when I was playing trios, and this is what you need to be looking for if you're VOD reviewing while playing duos or trios. The mistake is already clear. Look at the map, we're all split up. Bad loot as well, we are not together. At this point, we weren't talking too much about our plays. I didn't even know my other teammate landed down buildings or even had a team on him. We all took isolated fights, and when they went down, I was left all alone to eventually be killed by another team. Although I was able to kill this player, I later ended up dying to a red soccer skin. And there you have it, the ultimate guide for VOD reviewing. I hope this video helped you out, and trust me, if you follow these steps, you will improve and you will become better fast. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and use my code in the item shop, Clumzzy with 2 Z's, just like how it's written on the screen. I appreciate everyone for the support, and if you do end up using my code, send picture proof in the Discord, link will be in the description, and I'll shout you out in the next video. I'll see you all next time.